Hey everybody, it's Master Galengeist here, bringing you my review for Doctor Strange issue 5, and this was a pretty big and kind of impactful one for Strange because we see him kind of get back on his feet and we see the kind of reveal of who's kind of been narrating what's been going on in the comics so far, and those kind of bubbles throughout, like the magician and everything like that. So this was pretty good. I really enjoyed this because it just flowed very well of what was going on with the story, with the artwork, and showcasing the new kind of stuff Doctor Strange has learned while he's been traveling the galaxy. So, we see him, and he's just learning all this stuff from the Nidavellian dwarf, and it's really kind of cool seeing Strange using magic in this different kind of way of binding it with different kind of things, creating what the dwarf called the Sword of Strange, but he's like, no, it's a scalpel. And seeing how he uses it and still thinks like a doctor, that's really pretty awesome. And while he's doing this, he's kind of changing and just focusing on the learning. The learning's the most important part for him. That's one of his core parts of who he is as a character. He might get arrogant and do stupid and impulsive things certain times, but if you get him to his core of learning, that'll get him to a drive and a focus that'll make him a more powerful magician, as we see here. We see that he gets through all these things, he's learning everything, but then, of course, he gets his call to action. Kana sends him this kind of recording talking about how Roxnar is decided to target Earth. So Strange beefs himself up, gets that scalpel going, and of course Roxnar's kind of gloating over what's going on to Kana, but then Strange shows up in this new outfit with the scalpel and this gauntlet, and just he doesn't do any theatrics in this one. He knows Earth is on the line. He has to do what he has to do. He just quickly takes care of Roxnar's forces and uses a gauntlet. Kind of just, it's not done completely in the Infinity Gauntlet or anything, but I got a very Infinity Gauntlet-esque kind of vibe from it because he uses it to like pretty much force grab and almost kind of similar to like a Green Lantern kind of thing where he's got a giant hand on Roxnar that's made out of like energy and everything, pretty much telling him to call off the bomb that's heading towards Earth. He's like, nope, can't do anything about that. So he's able to get Kana involved, and she's like, what do you want to do, like punch it out or whatnot? And he's like, no, and then sends telepathically what his plan is, and she's like, what the hell? That's not going to work. But they go and they do it anyway. So they take a jump ship and they go up and thinking, what's kind of going on? Is he going to use the scalpel for it or what? And they're like dodging everything, but it's not until the end that you see that he's been using the scalpel to draw this complex pattern that just teleports the bomb away. It's like, holy crap. It's really kind of cool to see. It's always cool to see like incantations and words and everything thrown about. That's a cool kind of magic. I'm not going to deny that. But it's also kind of cool to see someone who does that kind of stuff not even utter a word. Just freaking do it with the power of their mind and not even uttering a word. Just affect reality like that. That's also cool, and that's the main cool factor that we see here. So, we see that Strange has saved Earth, and he's like getting ready to go home, and everything's like, well, he's going to be here soon. And we see that someone has been talking with Bats, and Bats like, why do you keep calling the magician Stephen Strange? He's like, that I very would like to know. And we see that Bats has been talking to Strange, dressed similarly to how he was in the previous run. So this is kind of weird that we've got two Stranges going around, because the Strange that we've been following doesn't really have much recollection of what happened to cause him lose his magic. So this really presents some interesting quandaries of what's going on and what price Strange had to pay and who's been running around with Kana and who's been talking with Bat. So I'm like, holy crap, this is some pretty big and cool stuff, and I can't wait to see what is going to be going on for this, because we've seen the one Strange building up his new arsenal, acting like a different Sorcerer Supreme, and then we've got this one that's been talking with Bats, and is he up to power snuff? Are they going to tussle? Are they going to fuse? What's going to go on? I'm like, there's so many different possibilities. I can't wait to see what happens next. So those are my opinions on the issue. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. If you liked it, if you didn't like it, if you agree with me, if you disagree with me. Also, like and subscribe, and I hope you have a good day.